Monday. I hope you're well. My name is Sophia and welcome back to Sophia Live. So, Narok Senator Ledama Kina is urging the ODM family to come together. He's saying this Linda Mwananchi division is not helping the ODM party as a whole. And it feels like it is better for these two groups to come together and move forward as one party, that is the Orange Democratic Movement. He's saying that the only people who are benefiting from the division we are witnessing within the ODM party is the people at the top, Ruto and his people. So this is the message that Kina is sending out to the ODM family, and it says, "Dear ODM family, we need to stop fighting each other over distractions and start building real wealth. The people at the top aren't at war. They are too busy engineering division to keep us distracted while they profit off it." Wow, this is a good one. I like the fact that they are realizing they are being played. This is Ruto's game. You know, you have to be one step ahead to understand Ruto's play. And I like the fact that what Ruto is doing is not something new. This is something that was used to be, this is what Mo used to do, the division, the divide and politics. So I don't know why people know what Ruto is doing is the end goal of it, and they are still assuming it. So Kina trying to bring the ODM together is a good step, and it is a good sign. Although I feel like these two groups will not come together. I feel like they messed everything up, and that the Linda Mwananchi team led by Babu and Sifuna, I think for them they have decided to go their ways. So these other by Oburu, Gladys Wanga and Junet Mohammed, I think that this is a done deal. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. So they will have themselves to blame, because they made it look like Babu and Edwin Sifuna are cast and such. You know, these people made it look like what Sifuna is talking about doesn't make sense, while we know what Sifuna was saying in regards to the leadership of the ODM party is true. Well, when Raila Odinga was alive, Edwin Sifuna used to make this statement of Ruto is a one-term, that Ruto is doing nothing, that Ruto should be sent home in 2027. All these, Edwin Sifuna was talking in front of Raila Odinga. It cannot be now that these people are claiming that Edwin Sifuna is just speaking his own words. No, this is what Edwin Sifuna used to say in front of Raila Amolo Odinga. So as much as I'm one of the people who was so hurt by the division within the ODM party, but I think what Kina is trying to do is a good thing, but I think that it is too late. It is too late for this, and people have decided. People are now, because it is 14 months to the general election, people are trying to just go their ways and look for ways that they are going to make it again in parliament. So this fight, of course, it is costly to the ODM, especially Yakina Oburu, because, you know, destroying ODM means that ODM will not have that strong representation in parliament come next year, because I believe that, you know, the numbers that the ODM have right now, it used to give them the power to even bargain for more power. No, Buru is saying about power and is dividing the ODM. How will you get power when you are dividing the people that could help you get to that power? So if you ask me, I think that for the first time you're going to witness a very weak ODM, and even the members who are going to be elected. And you know, this thing of introducing zoning and everything, now Ruto wants to even UDA members to buy in the Lake region. It is going to disrupt them and destroy them. I don't think after 2027 election, ODM is going to survive. I think ODM will be forgotten after the 2027 election, because, you know, numbers gives, it is numbers that used to give ODM power. It is numbers that used to give Raila Odinga power to the table, to the handshake and all that. But from the look of things, the people who are going to make it using the ODM party are going to be few. And once you are few, you are not strong, you don't have numbers, then it is over. So I think that despite them recently celebrating the 20 years of existence, I think the end is near, and it is so sad that they themselves chose to destroy this party, because nobody from the outside, they had the chance to come together and make things up, but they chose money. As Babu Wino normally say that they chose money, and so they allowed money to divide them and all that. So for Ole Kina, while you have a very good vision for the ODM party, but I think that it is time to let it go. It is time to accept the reality that it is the end. It is time to accept the reality that ODM is dead and ODM is gone. So what next for them is they should just join us. The only advice I can give the ODM is to join the rest of Kenyans singing one time. Only that. If they love for them to do so, then they should go, because majority of Kenyans are so tired with Ruto's leadership. Nah, they don't feeling it. It is just a leadership that is destroying everything. And so if the ODM wants to survive again, if the ODM wants to again get the street power, they should join the rest of the country singing one time and ensure that they mobilize their people to get this leadership out. Otherwise, ODM is gone, because we all know that ODM is a party that was formed from the streets through demonstrations, through fighting for people's right, fighting for people's welfare and all that. But since they wanted to look like they no longer associate themselves with its original ideals, then it is over. It is over, because you cannot be supporting a regime that is killing, that is abducting people, that is making it difficult for Kenyans, and you expect that people will love you. Now, the streets have moved on, and so it is you to follow what the streets is saying. It cannot be the other way around. So for ODM to survive and to get the massive support they used to get is for them to join the rest of the country and to ensure that we are getting this poor leadership out, if they want to survive past 2027. If not, then the likes of Ledama or Kina should find something else to do, because it is going to end there. It is going to end with the 2027 election. I like the fact that we are witnessing a different kind of politics in this country. Everyone is trying to survive. People who thought that it is going to be easy in the 2027 election are all trying to survive. Look what Ruto is doing. He's in Moranga this weekend, in Moranga, he's now anapiga kambi pale the Mount Kenya region. After Mount Kenya, I am very sure he's going back to the Lake region, because after the Linda Mwananchi rally in Kisumu, I know he's shaking and I know he's so scared. So I'm expecting him to also go back to the Lake region very soon. So I like the fact that we're making difficult for these people. The fact that it is no longer an open thing. This is something that we are to make us a nati. We are telling them that no, you've been using us for long, but this time round we are so done with you. Let us make it difficult for these people. I know they're going to come with money, but it is for the first time. Let's eat their money and vote them out. If you can say no to their money, well and good, because even taking their money is enabling corruption in this country, and this is something that I don't encourage. I always say that we better not take their money. It is good for this country, but if you cannot resist due to some, of course, life pressure and everything, take the money and vote them out, because fighting corruption and fighting bad leadership starts from refusing to take bribes from politicians. Otherwise, I think that I am liking what is happening in this country on matters politics, and I like the fact that we are making this political space an expensive one. We are raising standards politically, and this is something that is encouraging me and believing that we are going to get a country that we are all yearning for. A better country, a better system that is going to take care of all the 50 million plus Kenyans. And it is going to be a good thing for this country and for Kenyans. So Kenyans, allow me to end this video here for today. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.